You've seen the images of Star Fragment Islands and Cherry Blossom Islands, and of course, the mythical Vine Island, but you keep getting the same friggin' island. Hi guys, I'm EJ, you're you. Welcome to my channel, where today we are hosting the support group for people who keep getting the same friggin' Cap'n Islands. Today, I have returned from the data mines, and I know now why we keep getting the same friggin' islands. The answer? It's complicated. It's complicated. So basically, there are many reasons why you might be getting the same island. You might have a very young game file. And this means that if you reset before the 2.0 update, your in-game character has played for in-game like 1 month, you will have a lot lower chances of getting one of those special seasonal islands because you haven't unlocked them yet. The other option could just be bad luck, but let's get into this. So how does the game decide which Cap'n Island to send you to? Basically, there are 2 steps to this process. In the first step, it rolls a dice, 100-sided dice, and on 78 of those sides, 78%, there are quote-unquote regular islands. And on 22 sides, 22%, there's quote-unquote seasonal islands. If it rolls to give you a regular island, you will then be sent to one of 4 types of islands. The most common island you probably know is the Gyroid Fragment Island. This is the island that you find Brewster on. It basically looks like one of the Nook Mile Ticket islands, but it has gyroid fragments buried. And this is the most common type of island. If you have been given the regular island category, you have about a 39% chance of getting sent to the Gyroid Fragment Island. The next most common is the Vegetable Island. This looks like a farm. There's one type of vegetable plant all over the place, like tomatoes, or you get a potato island, and you can dig them up and you can, harvest the crops, and it's great. This type you have about a 28% chance of getting sent to if you were given the regular island roll. The next most common, and I guess at this point we're getting to the less common, is the fabled Vines and Moss Island. This type of island you have a 23% chance of getting sent to, but surprisingly it is not as rare as the most rare regular island type, which is an island where it is raining and you can dig up full gyroids. Incredible! You have about a 10% chance of being sent to that island if you were given a regular roll. So, to sum that up, the Gyroid Fragment Island, it's the sea bass of islands, okay? The Vegetable Island, it's like the squid of islands. The Vines and Moss Island, it's like the red snapper of islands. The full Gyroid Island, that's basically the coelacanth of islands, okay? Now, going back to step 1, you have a 22% chance of rolling to be sent to a quote-unquote seasonal island. Now, if you get randomly assigned to go to a seasonal island, there are 7 options that the game has, and you have an equal chance of going to any of those options. But you also don't. We'll get to that. If your island and the character that you are playing as has been around on your island for a full year, you will have a 14% chance of going to the Winter Snowflake Island, where there's snowflakes floating around. You get snowflake DIYs. The Cherry Blossom Island, where it's cherry blossom season. You can catch cherry blossom petals and there's DIYs related to that. The Spring Bamboo season, where, you get it, there's spring bamboo. The Star Fragment Island, where you can hit rocks to spawn star fragments, just like you would hit them to get stone or clay or iron. The Summer Shells Island, which has summer shells. The Fall Maple Leaves Island, which maple leaves. And the Fall Mushroom Island, which mushrooms, all types of mushrooms. Great. Now here's the thing. Let's say I started in the winter and I have not replayed in the fall yet on this account. If I am randomly assigned to go to the seasonal island, and of that seasonal island, I am randomly assigned to go to the Maple Leaf Island, because I haven't unlocked that island yet, I will then be sent to a random regular island. Instead of being sent to another seasonal island, you are sent to another regular island. Now, when do those things get unlocked? What does that even mean? Well, it has to do with how long you've been playing. If your character account has been around and played past a certain day, you will unlock each island. For winter in the Northern Hemisphere, that is February 24th. For the Cherry Blossom, that's April 10th. For the Bamboo Island, that's May 31st. For the Star Fragment Island, that's June 15th. For the Shells Island, that is August 31st. For Maple, November 25th, and Mushroom is November 30th. Now, you don't have to have played on that day, but you have to have played beyond that day. This means that if you wanted to very quickly unlock all of these seasonal islands, you could just time travel forward a year. Your character's account would then have been around for one in-game year, and hypothetically, you would have experienced all of these seasonal DIYs. You wouldn't have been able to get them early, which is what this system is preventing you from doing. If you don't want to time travel though, and you haven't played for a full year, you're just gonna have to be patient and wait until you've reached these days to actually reach all of these islands. But frankly, luck can also play a very big role in what island you're getting. And this is both the in-game luck given to you by Katrina and just normal old luck. If you go to 7 regular islands in the 20-day period, so that means you don't have to go every day, you can be sent to some seasonal and some not seasonal, whatever. If you go to 7 regular islands in a 20-day period and you never go to a certain type of island, maybe you always go to a gyroid fragment or a vegetable island, of the 2 islands that you haven't been sent to, which is the vines and moss and the full gyroid, you will be guaranteed on your 8th day, if you roll regular, to be sent to one of those 2 islands. And if you've been to all 3, maybe you've been to the gyroid fragment, the vegetable, and the vine and moss island, you will automatically be sent to the full gyroid island. The other type of luck, though, that can influence it is your in-game luck, and this comes from Katrina. If you've unlocked Katrina on Harv's co-op and you go to her for your fortune reading, she will give you either good or bad fortune, and it can fall into a few different categories, like money, friendship, belongings, or health. And each of these things can be either good or bad, and there's effects on all those. We can talk about that later. Now, if you get a belongings fortune that is bad, what that means for Kapp'n Islands is that you will get automatically sent to a gyroid fragment island, the most common island, and not only that, you will dig up clay instead of gyroid fragments. Very not fun. Now, if you get the good version of the belongings fortune, this has a more minimal effect on the Kapp'n Island that you get. This only comes into play if you roll to go to a seasonal island, and the seasonal island that you are sent to, your character is too new to visit. So say you roll to go to the Shells Island, but you haven't unlocked the Shells Island yet. If you have the good belongings fortune, you are automatically guaranteed to go to the glowing moss and vines island. But only in that instance, and it doesn't have anything effect on any of like the regular rolls. So you basically just like replace any seasonal islands that you haven't unlocked with the chance of going to a moss island. So that's Kapp'n's Islands, y'all. I hope this taught you a little something about Kapp'n, and I wish you all good luck in getting to those rare islands. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, stay cute, stay hydrated. Bye.